What's up guys? So today we're going to be going over the weapon cost reductions for the March 13th update. Every weapon in Blade & Soul is going to be getting some type of cost reduction, so this is pretty huge. Just going to be covering it and seeing what you guys think about it. So let's jump into this and talk about it. So right here we have a graph, and then you have the before and after, and then updated is just basically meaning a change in the materials of what they once were. So right here you see an example, Baleful and Syrup. Originally it was Blackstone Fragments, now it's going to be Naru Tablets instead. Starting off with Baleful and Syrup, honestly 1 through 12, they're so dirt cheap now with this update. It's literally like upgrading them for free, and I'm actually a big fan of this because at this point in Blade & Soul's life, no new players should really be stuck at Baleful and Syrup anymore. It's such a low weapon path stage, like no one should be stuck there. So making this really cheap for new players is a great idea. You'll see for the later stages, like it doesn't even cost any materials anymore. Like it used to cost 80 Soulstone Crystals, 20 Moonstone Crystals to go from like stage 10 to 11. It costs 0 materials now all the way through. No Elysium Crystals, no Sacred Crystals, no nothing really. The only thing it's going to cost is just Naru Tablets and gold. So this is going to be really cheap for new players. It's even awesome for someone like myself who has a bunch of old characters. Now I can match them all the way up to stage 12, so at least they have decent gear. So definitely happy about this change. This is very cool. Going to help out a lot of new players. Once you get to Baleful or Syrup stage 12 and you want to go the Riftwalk or Dawnforge stage 3 path, that also got reduced. So it used to cost 4 Blackstones, a ton of Moonstone Crystals, Soulstone Crystals, 5 legendary elements. Now it costs none of that, so it only costs 1 Blackstone Fragment, less gold, no crystals, no legendary elements, which is pretty cool too, because I mean these were 10 gold a piece, and then it only costs 5 Naru Tablets. So you're literally paying 5 Naru Tablets and 1 Blackstone Fragment plus 10 gold to go into Dawnforge or Riftwalk stage 3. That is a huge reduction. If you want to go the Raven path into stage 3, it's also going to cost no longer any crystals, very awesome. 5 less gold, and then this is a big one. It no longer costs any Empyrean Spirit Stones, and I mean these are around like 150 gold a piece, so this is a big ticket item they're removing. And then it also costs no more Raven King Souls, and those are around like I think like 3 or 5 gold, but I mean that's saving gold there. So again, this is a big reduction. So whether you want to go the Dawnforge or Riftwalk path or the Raven path, they really removed all the materials that you need to go into that path, so it's very cheap to choose the route that you want to go for a new player. If you want to upgrade your Dawnforge or Riftwalk weapon paths, stage 1 through 9 also got some decent reductions. They really trimmed down the materials, less Soulstone Crystals, less Moonstone Crystals. Also another one is the Transformation Stones. For the last couple of stages of Rift and Dawn, actually costed around like 20 Transformation Stones, which was pretty expensive. So now it's only going to cost 7, so that's a nice little reduction there. Of course they still do not cost any premium Transformation Stones, so just kind of trimming it down, reducing it, even for legendary elements, making it down to 5 instead of 10, and the final stages reducing it by 5 also. So little reductions there, definitely going to make this path still the cheapest route. But let's talk about Raven now. So looking at the Raven weapon, of course they reduced some of the materials. They also reduced the amount of Raven King Souls that you need. But kind of the biggest thing that really catched my eye is that they actually removed the premium transformation stones that you need. So originally kind of the thing and the thought process was Rift and Dawn was a weaker weapon, but it cost less materials and gold because Rift and Dawn didn't cost any premium transformation stones compared to Raven, where it's a way stronger weapon, but it costs premium transformation stones, which are a big ticket item. They cost, you know, around 280, 300 gold. And that's a lot of money for a new player to try to gather up for each stage to upgrade Raven. So a lot of new players are doing Rift and Dawn and just saying, you know what, I'm going to lose DPS, but hey, I'm not going to go broke try to upgrade this weapon. But with this new patch update, they're actually removing the premium stones from Raven. So they're going to be replacing that with transformation stones. So it's actually going to match up with Rift and Dawn. Because their final stages of Rift and Dawn cost us 7, and Raven's going to cost 7 for the final stages. Like, I could be wrong, but I don't really see what the benefit of going the Rift and Dawn path is anymore. Like, with them removing the premium transformation stones from Raven, that was really the only thing that was kind of like convincing players to go Rift and Dawn. Like, now the costs are almost identical. Like, sure, you're going to be spending a little more Soulstone Crystals and a little more Moonstone Crystals if you go the Raven path, but in my opinion, that's worth it for the DPS increase you get from Raven. Like, going Rift and Dawn for the majority of classes really sucks. Like, you're losing out on so much DPS, and the main draw of it was, oh, well, at least I don't have to spend premium transformation stones like I would for Raven. But with that god, like, you might as well spend a little bit more materials and get way more DPS so you can run raids and dungeons faster and be more geared. So honestly, like, I just feel like Jordan Raven would be way better with this update. And not to mention, when you look at the weapon chests, like for Rift and Dawn, you have to farm weapon chests. And I run Hollow's Heart, Starstone Mines, Drowning Deeps, all those dungeons every single day. And I rarely ever see the weapon chest drop. So you have to keep farming those dungeons. It could take days to weeks to even freaking months to get a weapon chest to drop to upgrade your Rift or Dawn weapon. That is such a pain compared to just buying Raven King Souls off the marketplace for like 3 to 5 gold a piece. Like, going Raven now, honestly, for me, it just seems a way better route. The next weapon cost reductions I really want to highlight for you guys is actually the Ranzu weapon. So first thing is the High Queen Hearts. They actually got reduced for all the stages. Great idea there. Kind of the biggest hurdle for me with the Ranzu is getting from a Ranzu 6 to a Ranzu 9, because you need a total of 90 High Queen Hearts for those last 3 stages. That's very difficult to gather that many. Even if you're doing Vortex Temple every week, trying to get that many is just a pain. And like, I was stressing out. I was like fighting over clan members, like, give me those High Queen Hearts after we clear the High Queen boss. Like, you only get like 3 or 4, and I'd be like fighting them over it, trying to outbid them. Like, it was not a good time. I really hated trying to gather that many. So with them reducing it, I think is a great idea. For the last stages, it used to cost 30. It's only going to cost 20 now. Great idea on their part. For the final stages of Aranzu for Soulstone Crystals, you're going to be saving on 230. It used to be 530. Now it's only going to cost 300. Almost half the Moonstone Crystals that you needed before now. Elysian Crystals cut down by a decent margin. Legendary Elements cut down. Really big one is also the Premium Transformation Stones. For the final couple stages of Aranzu, it actually used to cost 2. Now it's only going to cost 1 for all the stages of Aranzu. So saving right there at least 250 gold. So overall, Aranzu is going to be way easier to upgrade to Aranzu 9 now, and I think this is a great idea because one of the things I always see is, you know, you have the new player hurdle where everyone's trying to upgrade to Raven and then trying to get to Aranzu, but I see a lot of people get kind of stuck at like Aranzu 3 and Aranzu 6 because they're trying to gather the High Queen Hearts, they're trying to gather the Premium Transformation Stones while upgrading other gear, and they kind of get stuck at like that Aranzu 3. And so with this cost reduction, I think it's going to help them boost to Aranzu 9, because once you get to Aranzu 9, you can basically run all the content in the game. You don't have to go to Grand Celestial anytime soon. So I think this is awesome. I like this a lot. Once you get to Aranzu Weapon Stage 9, you want to upgrade into Grand Celestial Weapon Stage 3. It used to cost 400 Soulstone Crystals, now 160. It used to cost 100 Moonstone Crystals, only 40 now. They're also going to be adding 180 Sacred Crystals, and you know what, guys? That's just too much. I can't do this. Grand Celestial Weapon, too expensive. 180 Sacred Crystals. I'm leaving it in all caps so they really understand that I'm mad. Leave them a piece of my mind. Yeah, it's fine. It's a typo. Who cares? All jokes aside, the part that I really thought was a great reduction is the Grand Celestial Steel. Used to cost 20, only going to cost 5 now. Honestly, getting 5 steals is so freaking easy. I think I've gotten like 5 of them just for doing the daily dash as a member for like a couple weeks. Like, it's just so easy to get that. And then another thing to talk about is they're actually adding sealed Light Stealer wings, so you can actually put it on the marketplace now. So essentially, like, you don't even have to really run Nightfall Sanctuary, or not even do it that much. You can literally just buy the Light Stealer wings, get your 5 freaking steals from the daily dash, or even buy it from the daily deal, and then boom, now you got Grand Celestial Weapon Stage 3. So this is a great reduction. I think I have like 7 steals right now, so I'm definitely happy about it. I was nowhere near getting 20 anytime soon. Anyways, guys, that's kind of all the weapons I want to cover with their cost reductions. There are other weapons, of course, that did get reductions. If you want to check out the whole entire list, I will leave a link in the description to this spreadsheet. You can check it out and see everything. So anyways, that's kind of the video for me, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, show some support. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely want to put out more videos for you guys. This is a huge update, so I'll have more coming very soon. Yeah, let me know in the comments what weapon are you guys most excited about getting cost reduction, and I'll see you guys in the next video real soon.